Hey guys, I wish I was here in a better mood really, but I guess that's some of why I coin roll hunt is it's relaxing. Feel free to let me know how you got started in collecting and hunting for whatever you collect and hunt for. Anyways, this is the delivery guy here. We're going to check out what's in the sack today here with Mr Ballz. I got quite a bit here. I'm just going to rant and rave a little bit, so I'm just going to go ahead and warn you, there's going to be some strong language, which here at my channel, I don't give a shit. Say whatever you want down below. It's pretty open here, but anyway, let's see. This week, came across a stack of gold dollars. We got the president, some Sacagaweas, some Susan B. Anthony's. Quite a bit here, really. Anyway, what I want to talk about is fucking marriage. Make sure you know exactly what you're doing. Don't be like 19, 20, 21. Think, I've met the one and she's all this special and shit. Because they'll fuck you over in a heartbeat. Not even gonna lie. I kicked my now ex-wife out back in December of 2014, and the only real reason behind it, other than, seeing the writing on the wall that she was being a fucking whore and that kind of shit, is she decided to pick up this habit. Oh, hell, there's a Canadian right there in the middle of the dimes. Habit of stealing my prescription medicine. This after I was in let's just say, an unfortunate event. And I destroyed my back from T9 to L5, which is right around middle of your ribs all the way down to the top of your ass. I started helping myself to a prescription medication, and I'm saying to the point where this one particular time I had a prescription. It was filled for 120 tablets. And I'm not the one to rely on anything. I don't try to ingest anything and things like that. But the pain was just so terrible. I'm like, alright, I have to take something for it. And I go to grab it's right here. It's a couple nice tones. Let's see what we got here. So anyway, I go to grab one of these, and there's 4 in the bottle out of 120 that I had just filled 3 or 4 days earlier. And of course there's no real answers given. She's like, oh well, kind of got to run around. And just a 96 and 76, but I got some pretty neat tone into it there. And I got, I was hurting, I had a headache. Well, first of all, I don't know of a doctor or an emergency room to give you fucking hydrocodone with a fucking headache. Anyway, during this time I'm taking different kind of medications for different things, and I just got to where I'm getting used to them, and I'm able to get up in the middle of the night if I need to go to the bathroom, and I don't have to, like your little kid, make sure you go to the bathroom before bed so you don't wet the bed type deal. So this one particular night I'm getting up and I'm like, damn, our phone, well, at the time made some budget cuts since it was just her working at the time after I was down and out and destroyed my back. So we only had the one phone. And the phone is just blowing up with text messages. And I said to myself, that doesn't normally happen unless there's something wrong. Well, I grabbed the phone and I'm seeing all these messages. I'm like, oh, okay. What I kind of suspected, I'm 100% dead on. So I mark all the messages as unread and stuff like that. I'm awake before she gets there. She's getting ready. And she's wearing exactly what she's going to tell this clown that she's going to be wearing, and has picked up the habit of smoking crystal meth. Cool. Mr Ballz does not get played. Oh, I got us a nice little bicentennial there. I don't know if y'all keep y'all's bicentennials or not. I do, just because it's something you really don't see every day. That's the only reason I collect those. Anyway, like I was saying, Mr. Ballz does not get played. He does not get used. He does not deal with getting stolen from. And let me back up just a minute. Along these text messages I'm seeing, you know, because I'm out to find a couple new things. She wasn't necessarily taking all the missing prescriptions. She was taking them and trading them to support her newly found addiction to methamphetamine. Well, that's good. That's great. You're not going to steal from me to fund your habit. And then later on to find out, she started doing, let's just say, quote-unquote, favors. Oh, that's 67. For said drug of choice. So anyway, back to where I was saying. The phone's going off all night. I see all these messages. I'm like, okay. Well, I'm going to give her one and only last chance to leave or not. Well, she's leaving exactly what she's told this guy she's going to be wearing. I'm like, okay. And supposedly she was going to go, quote unquote, last minute Christmas shopping. Well, none the wiser, I knew that was not the case. Another nice little bicentennial there. Keep that there. And the second I heard this quote-unquote friend pick her up to go Christmas shopping, I heard the door shut. I decided today was the day and said, Balls, you can do better than that. You're done with that kind of shit. So I picked up the phone, but it was connected to Wi-Fi. I sent her a Facebook message. I said, hey, I hope you have a wonderful day and pick me up something nice. You know, going along with her Christmas thing. And I get a message back, oh sure, you'll be surprised, you'll love it. I hear the car door shut. I said, oh, by the way, I know what you're up to. Enjoy yourself. I'm packing your shit. That was back in December 2014. She went up there, so of course I kept following closest to watch and kind of have a giggle at her expense, I'm not gonna lie. And she spent the last year in jail and all this other shit. But anyway, she comes in contact here lately. And I've been needing what is my truck title, her to sign it because there's a mix-up in the paperwork. Tax office tells me, hey, the easiest way would be is maybe you can get her to sign it. If not, you cannot get it totally changed and over solely in your name. Okay, well, whatever. I don't care. I'll keep registering her name, so and so and so on. I got the divorce paperwork, so she... excuse me there. Balls is having a little gurgle. This shows she signed it. She waived any right to claims to the truck. Well, today, find out she's down in the area. And asked me if I wouldn't mind to help change an light bulb. And her sister's truck, the tail light, brake light combination was out. I'm like, hey, I still need this title taken care of. I'll come help you. Fill this. I need you to sign it so we can get this taken care of so I can get it done. Oh, okay, no big deal. Well, seeing that it's 2018 and this started at least late 2014, her love for crystal meth has absolutely destroyed her fucking brain. I don't know if any of you guys ever seen a title. I'd rather not show mine on camera for the world to see. But anyway, there's this part where it says seller. The two of us are to sign it and print our names. And then me, since it's only getting swapped over to me, and my name's already on it, I've got to sign and print as the buyer. Well, I'll meet her down the road because she's not going to come here. Nobody here wants her here. I have no issue with threats that were made in the past and stuff like that. If she steps foot here, I honestly have no problem to put in a hollow point in her fucking face to defend myself if it came down to that point. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't ever want to do that to another human being, but if you're in a situation where it's you or them, you're going to try to make sure it's them and not you. So anyway, I already have my name signed and printed. And a little slash for her to put... Hey, look, another bicentennial there. And so I go down to this gas station. It's a couple miles down the road. Hand her the title and it's like, hey, I need you to sign and print to the right of mine. Where I signed and printed. I'm going to go and get this done and I'll take a look at the truck. Oh, okay, no big deal. Hand it to her. I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, damn. You know, and I was like, hey, I don't have the right size socket. I gotta go to AutoZone anyway for a project I'm doing tomorrow, which is also something else that I like to do that's stress calming, so stress relieving, I guess is the best way you can put it. So it's like, okay, you know. I was like, you follow me up to AutoZone. And she's like, hey, don't you need this back? And hands me a clipboard and auto bag. I'm like, sure. Halfway there, I realized this great moron, due to the long-term use of crystal meth and the capacity of a mental capacity, it's got to be no more than a 6th grader, so about 12 years old. I signed and printed as the fucking buyer. Now, why in the hell would she do that? Knowing she's not the buyer, knowing she signed off all her rights to claims to the vehicle. Like, I'm just gonna give it to her. She has absolutely no money tied into it. And this blows my mind, the effects of crystal meth, how it takes you down to nothing. I mean, of course, while I was married, there's up and downs and all this good stuff, one or another. But we're talking somebody that's gone from holding a medical license to somebody that can't even fill out divorce paperwork. Oh, shit. I spent close to $50 in postage mailing copies after copies after copies. The divorce paperwork to get her to sign it. And I'd keep getting quit sending so many messages. And why? I did the old classic glitter bomb. I had to admit, it was kind of, I had to, couldn't resist. Where you fill up a package full of glitter in the bottom in hopes that they'll open it and destroy it. And time after time after time, I go into the courtroom. No, this isn't filled out wrong. No, this isn't filled out right. So strung out, she writes a date on there at a time we didn't even know each other on one set. She wrote another time, she wrote a date of like, it was 3,100 something. So it was like year 3120 something. And I'm like, I'm not even about to go in front of the judge with this worthless piece of shit, you know? So I didn't do that. It was just time after time. But overall, I've mailed approximately 30-something copies of this fucking paperwork. And here recently, she's like, oh, I lost my final decree of divorce. I need to get my name changed so I can get it changed on my medical license to get it renewed. And I'm thinking, yeah, I wouldn't trust you with a pet turd. No, I don't have a pet turd. But you get what I'm saying. Let alone... I forgot what I was saying. Oh, let alone what you... Let me think about it. If you're in a nursing home, hey, an oldie, 1954 there. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's a keeper. But would you want your grandmother or grandfather, maybe even your parents, being watched over if there's somebody who was strung out on crystal meth? I know she was taking and stealing my medicine, so there's a chance she was also abusing and using hydrocodone and Xanax unprescribed. So that makes it illegal, at least here in the state of Texas. So I'm like, no way am I willing to get you another copy of those, which more likely has to be certified and have the state's seal. So there's no fucking way. And I told her, I was like, hey, the courthouse will probably have it, but it does. She's been married before, but the state where she's at has her under her first married name, so they're trying to disconnect that last name to her current maiden name. And I tell her, I was like, well, that's not gonna show that you were ever my last name, because for the simple fact that you don't have your first decree to show you that you went back to your maiden name the first time. Oh, it's the same 1954. And I told her, I said, there's no way. Absolutely no way will I be a part of helping you get your shit lined up, possibly get a job, and have that on my head that you are possibly still doing and strung out on crystal meth, trying to take care of people, human fucking beings, but I wouldn't let this bitch lick dog shit off my shoe. Totally fucking outrageous how crystal meth and the reasoning and what it dwindles your mental capacity down to, not alone physical traits and such, but by looks of it, I just saw it today. That's kind of why this rant's going on. Apparently, she was still eating, so I don't know if that's good stuff or bad stuff, but she was not afraid of buffet by the look of things. So on the way to AutoZone, I noticed, like I said, she signed the title as a buyer. And I look at my wonderful Whitney. I mean, I'll see her from time to time, chats and whatnot. And I'm like, hey, you're on your own. You screwed up my shit for the last time. That's it. You're on your own. I go to AutoZone, get what I need for what I'm working on tomorrow. And carry on about my business. That's kind of pretty much the rant, why it's kind of not, I didn't come on here in the greatest of moods, but did help the vent. And let's get on to rolling, guys, or unrolling, guys. I do apologize for no video last week. This delivery guy had terrible, not necessarily a terrible week, but most of his deliveries were all credit card tips, or credit card orders, credit card tips, and quite frankly, I didn't really have nothing to honestly, generally go through for the week that I gathered from change from delivering, or I also include my pocket change here. If I, go to the store, buy a soda, get 30 cents back, I'll throw it in here too. Just, one way or another between deliveries and actual change I received. So I didn't really have anything to hunt with you guys and share. Hey, there's a 59 there. And I guess I could have bullshitted because I got buckets and buckets of change from when I'm corner hunting, because I know a lot of people pick up a box, 2 boxes, 10. Got those big wigs, Paul and Snacks and Silver Seeker, those guys, they go through a ton. Nothing wrong with it, don't get me wrong. If I had that kind of access and pull, yeah, I'd be right there with them. I like to pick up what I can when I can, and then unless I absolutely need it, 63. I hoard it until I either get tired of kicking it, looking at it, or quite frankly, life happens and I gotta pay a bill, I gotta make a car repair, car payment, phone bill, stuff like that. I'll go dump it and then start over. And the reason behind that is that if I know it's sitting in the corner of my room in a 5-gallon bucket, there's absolutely no way that I am getting the exact same thing that I just searched through. And also to help with that, I've got currently at 2 different banks. My wonderful assistant Whitney goes and picks up for me because due to said first marriage, I cannot get a banking account until I get whatever it is that's tied in with her in banking that went bad taken care of. And I applied a couple places to get an account, and they, of course, deny me, but 6 to 8 weeks I'd have a reason why, who I need to contact. Well, last time I applied for one was 2 years ago, roughly, or 2 years this summer, and I have not seen said paperwork, so I don't have my own bank account, to be truthful. So I have a lot of help with Whitney, and she's gotten into it because of me, so I guess I kind of made asking her, hey, why don't you go pick up some... See about picking up some nickels and stuff like that. At first it started at her bank, then they got kind of grouchy about it. So it's like, hey, what if I give you enough money to open an account somewhere, and until they tell you pretty much to piss off or refuse to help you, whatever the case may be. I guess I gotta be nicer than piss off. Not at the Mr Ballz, I don't, but anyway. Then we'll start it on. So right now, like I said, we go to 2 different banks. Now her bank's the only one I I've ever seen with a coin counter that doesn't charge for customers. So since they kind of got grouchy, they kind of became redundant. They can return, so that worked out. But we go through Wells Fargo now, and there's a couple locations that are close by, or if we'll pick them up, place an order for halves, see if they happen to have any on hand, which last couple of days picked up a box of nickels, which we started just unrolling them. And 2 rolls of halves yesterday, and this morning got lucky, got to the bank in time, catch them today before Easter and all that good stuff. Hey, what the hell? 1940 something. I see our years are 42 to 45. I don't see a mint mark. Looks like a 46. I don't know. Maybe you guys can check it out and let me know below. So she's been a big help there. This is kind of an inside view of who I am without getting too personal. Just kind of sharing a little bit. I really thought about giving live going live a go, for the simple fact that it's just me. I really don't know really what to talk about. I'm trying to ramble like I'm doing all during this. So that's why I kind of, when I post, you see little short ones, and I don't want to waste anybody's time. But if you find something interesting, smash that like button, share, ring that bell if you like. You know, my bullshit. It's that entertaining. It don't matter to me. I'm not uploading to be cool or be a part of any kind of club 75, or because everybody else is doing it. I'm just doing it because, I mean, I found there's other people out there that like to do what I like to do, so I'm like, hey, I'll just throw out my little bit here and there, what I know, my experiences or whatnot. We got guys like Ravenhawk. Let's see, who else is it? Silver Seeker. And you can't forget Mr. Cruz, the Flea Market Hunter. At the time of this recording, it's the 31st of March 2018. And we're just hours away from our gold giveaway. So good luck, guys, there, if you're still watching this longer than normal video. Nice score, 1943 War nickel. Let's see what we got here. It's a Philly. I was curious if it was born in West Philadelphia. Anyway, digress. Lost the train of thought. Yeah, I thought, like, I don't even know where it came from. It's like, oh look, a bird or something shiny. Let's go see what it is. Type person at times. Got some gardening going on. Got some seeds planted and stuff. Some are coming up. The others I'm kind of beginning to wonder if there's any chance I'm gonna get anything out of them. But like some banana peppers, creepers, white and yellow ghosts, large cherry tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes, Boston pickling cucumbers, seedless watermelons, Carolina Reaper, just in case I missed it, jalapenos. Just a little mixture of things. Alright, those are my keepers there. Oh, now I don't remember what I was saying. About going live on YouTube. I've thought about it. I've kind of been watching and taking note of when some of the people I try to catch religiously, if I don't have to be a grown-up and do work, and I'm not at work, or taking care of things at the house, working on a car, which is something else is relieving. stress relieving for me. And so I'm not rambling on and have some interaction while I'm doing it, so it's a little more entertaining. Because I know I find myself rather boring at times, but it's whatever, you know. I'm just gonna give these some 2009 pennies. I don't keep on to them because the ones I'm coming across are pretty dingy, dirty, and beat up, so I don't hold on to them. And penny wise, I really watch out for Wheats, Indians, steel, and your copper. I just started doing that. Started pulling out those, tossing them aside. Don't know why exactly. You know, of course, other than their metal content, potential value if the United States decides to do away with pennies. But other than that, it's just something else to catch and toss in another bucket. I'm not seeing any Wheats. Oh, excuse me. Back to talking about stress relieving and working on cars and stuff. I touched on it a little bit. Before yours truly had this great misfortunate event that destroyed my back, and for about the first year and a half I didn't drive, and almost 2 years it was pretty much only out of bed to go to the bathroom, eat and shower. So it's pretty much eat, shit, and shower, shave, which I didn't during that time, so can't exclude that one. I was an automotive technician, aka mechanic. When I was, of course, everybody helped. You know, I'm assuming everybody, and primarily guys. Which, don't get me wrong, I've been in a couple classes right there with a girl right beside me, turning wrenches just as well as I could, if not better, and the rest of the class. Anyway, it all started, you know, my dad had this old 86 pickup. Never keep the starter in it. Always underneath there, just watching and learning. That's kind of how I got into cars. And how I came along the theory that you're not quite working on it yet until you're bleeding and swearing at it. And then once that last bolt is tightened, you're done. And I guess when I was about 14, I was about a sophomore in high school anyway. So I did my first automotive class, and I'm like, oh man, this is pretty neat. I learned quite a bit. I'm like, hey, you know, I think I want to do this. So that was just the intro year, and I went back the next year. So I was about 15 when I was about 15 under the guidance of an instructor whenever I built my first engine myself. Chevrolet 350. They're a dime a dozen. Everybody starts out on those. Real basic stuff. And that was in the fall of, I believe, my junior year. Just kind of hooked there. And that spring, just before my birthday, I built my very first one on my own. So before I left high school, I approximately had built 5 or 6 of those 350s. The first ever real Hemi I ever built was my senior year. I mean, shop teacher, bless his heart, he was a great guy. He was actually legally blind, but great teacher. I built a 440 Hemi that went into, I believe it was either a 63, I don't know if I can it's over there. It was either a 63 or 64 Belvedere. Built Built a couple 318s. 2 454s, which went in the shop teacher's truck, one of his trucks. It's kind of crazy. They were all like mid 80s, early 90s box style Chevys. And they all had different setups. One had one of the 350s I'd built in it. And the other one, he brought in this old Cadillac. We're talking old, this really old Cadillac. We're talking straight up out of the 70s, late 60s, early 70s. Pimp ride. You could just picture somebody like Cat Williams jumping out, smacking a bitch for not having his money type Cadillacs. He drove it in the shop. This car is a good 20 foot car, better from bumper to bumper. And we ended up transplanting. It was a 5. Got any Chevy guys out there? I want to say it was a 527, 572, 540 something. Oh man, that thing was a pain in the ass to get mounted in that old box, the old square body Chevy pickup. Custom mounts. Oh man, yours truly made the measurements and went down to the ag shop and welded up some mounts. And I'd flipped and rolled this truck, so I was out for a couple of weeks of school, and I'm thinking, man, them guys have already got those mounts in there, the engine's there, somebody's already doing donuts in it. I mean, this is not cool. So I went back earlier than I actually had doctor's note for. I go there, and the truck's exactly how it was the last day I was in class. So I asked shop teacher, I'm like, y'all hadn't finished this? I only came back to see what was done. Of course, I had shop class first thing in the morning that year, which was awesome. And he's like, no, we've been waiting on you. And that kind of really touched me. And I'm like, man, this guy, I'm like 17, 18 years old. And this shop teacher, years and years under his belt. Only, I'm sure he never got around to telling me every story or everything he had his hands on. But tons of information to this day, not just about cars, but life and life lessons and stuff like that, which probably, he's probably, other than my parents, is probably the biggest reason that, he kept a wrench in my hand versus, letting somebody else or giving to peer pressure put a pipe in my hand. So between him and my parents, it's probably the reason I hadn't fucked around with drugs and shit like that. But anyway, and I'm like, yeah, and he tells me, yeah, we've been waiting on you because we cannot figure out how these mounts go. I'm like, what do you mean nobody can figure out how these mounts go? I made them, there's my diagram, you got all my work in here on them. All my measurements and all that stuff. He's like, yeah, but I don't have, he goes, I can't see all that great, but so-and-so, with a couple others with them, cannot figure out how they go, and they say these will not work. And I'm like, it took me a week of measuring, grinding, welding, burning, and of course swearing at the damn things. 61. To get these mounts built. And I'm like, yeah, they'll work. I know they'll work. I'm sure of this. He's like, I'm going to take a check. Because these other couple of guys, they were pretty good too. They were up there. They were actually ahead of me. And I go look. And these guys have the mounts in backward. Not only upside down, but they have them swapped driver to passenger side and passenger to driver side. And I'm like, come on now, really? I came into hoping, part of me hoping to see it going, and the other part hoping that it wasn't done yet and I didn't miss out of taking it out back and doing donuts and burnouts and stuff like that when we built one. But I did feel kind of pleased that they waited on me. But then I laughed so hardcore that 3 other guys that are ahead of me, and actually were in Auto 2, which means they had been going on their 3rd year, and I was just midway through Auto 1. Couldn't read my diagram or didn't understand it, whatever the case may be. flipped them upside down and around. And luckily, classes in. I had the first 2 class periods back then. I had a block schedule, which is classes were an hour and 45 minutes. And then I had my own personal truck that I was building for my own personal one. I was building my first own personal truck. I was building myself there, so I didn't have it in me sit upright in a desk and shit like that all day. So I'd go to school on shop day, and I'd be there first. Like I'd go half the day, check out, and go home because I just could not do it. It was not just an excuse. It is what it is. Really do miss that guy. He's a good guy. Yeah. But my first day back, when I started back and found this out, about 3 hours later, we had the mountain. Engine dropped right in just as smoothly as planned. Transmission's bolted up, rear end's bolted up. We got to fire it up, and man, it's a special thing. I don't have kids or anything. I imagine it's right. That's the only thing that's going to be able to outdo it. Because I know getting married the first time did nowhere near a feeling as something you put your hard blood work, tears, sweat, and swear words into. No feeling like that. Which I guess you could theoretically put that same thing into making a kid, but whatever. And I go to launch off. I spun the tires, power brake, brake stand, whatever you want to call it. Spun a little bit in the shop, and I popped off the brake, and I hear this loudest bang and grinding noise in the world. Rear U joint broke, and that was into class, and I had to wait till next week whenever we got one in and back around it, because we had a couple other projects going in, but it was great. But anyway, let's see what else. You didn't think that was it, guys, did you? After the first episode? Come on. Let Mr Ballz reach deep down into a sack and see what wait. I'm sorry, guys. This was not intentional. I missed a few dimes. 68, 67, 2006, 2011, 97. Oh. Also, I don't know if it was on accident. I'm pretty sure it was on accident. It's typical of a VW? Place for veterans. I can't remember. What is it? VW? VFW? Can't remember. It's in our delivery range, and I believe they have a coin club or some coin hunters there, because every time I go, I get paid quite often in these Susan B's and the Golden President and Sacagawea dollars. So, knowing these guys and been living there for a couple of years now, I truly believe it was on accident, because when and I normally carry cash on me just in case I get customers that pay in change. And if they seem, because whenever I get change, I gotta get back to the store and I gotta count it and make sure it's all there, or I gotta sit right there in the driveway and wait, which is going to drive delivery time up, and that does not look good for you. So, as long as I get a vibe that they're honest with me, then I'm not going to count it. I'm taking their word for it. Like, there's a sweet little lady all the time. She doesn't order too often, like once or twice a month, but when she does, it's always in change, but she always does tip. She'll give you the total, like, if it's $18.36, you'll be like, hey, I got you $25 right here. I know it's only $18.36. You go ahead and keep the change like normal. And it's funny, it's kind of all in change. You got to take it all. And then just kind of jokingly take it and accept it, which I fucking love. Absolutely love it as a coin roll hunter and collector. Love it. I wish everybody would tip me just the 64 Kennedy, and I would deliver all day, every day, if every person would give me a 64 Kennedy. Because, turn around, sell that, make more, then I don't have to quite claim that on taxes and so and so to speak. That's just a theoretical situation, not financial advice. You should pay your taxes. But anyway, I'm pretty sure I got this Casa de Hilo Ice House token mixed up in the gold dollars, because that night I got home looking at it and I found it in the middle there. Let's see. Let me show you guys. So I'm pretty sure I'm coming from a VFW or whatever it's actually called. Purely accident, but I did end up with a token. Okay, now Mr. Ballz is ready to reach deep within his sack to possibly find out what we can be giving away here. Got some copper rounds here. This is the Bitcoin series, since it's kind of a controversial thing here and there. Let's see here. 1 ounce copper rounds. There's one side. There's the other. Silk Road, if y'all know about that. Very, very potentially bad place once upon a time. There's that one. And here we go, another one. From my understanding, these are the only 3 in this series, but I could be wrong. Of course, the reverse is the Bitcoin logo. And then this one here's the anonymous logo there. Headless guy in a suit. And of course the Bitcoin logo on the back. Now I haven't quite decided how or when the giveaway will be, but that's what I'm gonna give away. One person gets all 3. No ship, no nothing, absolutely nothing, free. Of course, standard rules apply. Like any other Facebook giveaway, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. But I'm thinking you need to follow real close. It doesn't matter if it's coin related video or not. Keep an eye out. There may be hints and clues throughout the next few days, couple weeks. And no matter what the topic is of the video or what I'm doing, that may give you a chance to pick these up from me off the cost of Mr. Ballz. No. Not a dime spent on your part. Leave your comments below if you think how you think I should give it away. I'm kind of thinking like if you make a shout out video, I'm thinking that will give you an entry, other than your like and your share with a comment below that says you've done it. We'll get you an entry. So right there, there's at least two chances right there. Actually, you know what? If anybody comments down below, say, I don't know, maybe like, I'll just use Whitney. She's kind of, doesn't have a say in it. Let's say somebody pops in and says, hey, Whitney sent me. Well, that will earn Whitney another entry in the giveaway. So there's what, 3 ways there? You got your basic like, comment, and subscribe. You make a shout out video. It doesn't necessarily have to be about the giveaway. It can just be about me in general, promoting my channel. It doesn't matter. Something like that, an actual video. And referrals. 3 ways for you to enter entries. I'm thinking possibly cut this off. I don't know. Birthday's later this month, so probably around the 3rd, maybe the end of April, kind of cut it off for entries anyway. And then within the week, decide how I'm gonna choose a winner, and then get their information and ship it on out to you guys. I know this video is a long-winded and ranted one, and I'm beginning to bore myself, so guys, I just wasted a lot of your time. If you're still watching, I'm gonna go do some more hunting and see what I can find. He's got a couple war nickel. Oh, we got a war nickel, a couple pre-60s, and a couple Drummer Boys, Bicentennial, 76, whichever way you want to call it this week. So hopefully this week I get a lot of change coming up too. So happy Easter. See you next week hopefully. If not, it'll be the following Saturday. Feel free to shoot any kind of ideas down below. I mean, hell, that can be a way you get an entry. If I like that idea, and I may potentially use that in return, I'll go ahead and smash that like, let you know I like that idea, and give you another entry. So sorry about all the wasted time. Yours is more valuable than mine. Well, Mr. Ballz has got to go.